Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to the Weekly Rundown. I have two little confessions here. One, there will be no live Q&A tonight. I totally got my weeks wrong. It'll be next week, so it's coming. I've saved all your questions from last week and I will be answering them all. If you want to leave more this week, you can. But yeah, I got my weeks off. I'm actually traveling this week. By the time this hits, I'll be somewhere else. Filming more Matt's Expanded Universe. But it will be next week. I'll be in the comforts of my own home and I will be glad to talk to each and every one of you then. The second one is, I tried to load my long intro for the Weekly Rundown, and to my sad sorrow, I deleted the file. I know, it's awful, and I'm hurting over this because I said, you know, I'll do the short one for now because I love the short one. I think it should be short. I think all my intros should be short. But I say I'll just shorten it for now and I'll let it, you know, I'll bring a big one back every once in a while. Well, I was going to bring the big intro back. Actually, it was last week, and I realized it was missing. I said, well, I was in a hurry to go somewhere. I was like, well, I'll look for it later. And yeah, I must have deleted it. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad, but oh well. So those are the two little things I want to talk about. Also, from my Gen Con review, John Rote from Gatekeeper Games, the designer of King's Armory, actually, and owner of Gatekeeper Games, actually commented on my video and apologized for the bad experience I had playing his game. Now, he explained the reasons why he was shorthanded. I totally believe him. In fact, I know he was shorthanded. I'm just saying, it's wild that we were just left alone just to study the rules and that none of us got it. That's the bad sign. Now, you know, usually if a few of us get the rules, we wouldn't really need them there, right? Maybe to babysit us and ask for clarification. But we were just stuck, dead in the water. It was slow grind and we were bored with the game. Now, he says it's a lot different. He's invited me to come play again if ever I see him. So maybe I will, but I do appreciate him writing in and, you know, just telling his side of the story because I think that's fair. Also, a lot of you have been asking me, Matt, what'd you think of the Rogue One trailer? Matt, what'd you think of the new Rogue One trailer? Well, I mean, I saw a trailer for it a couple weeks ago, I think, in theaters. I don't know if it was the big one that everyone's talking about because, folks, I can't even remember anything about the trailer. And I'm being honest here. I remember seeing an original Stormtrooper, a guy dressed as Thrawn but not blue, and then I thought it was the girl from Episode 7, Kylo Ren. No, that's not her name. Anyway, Finn, whatever. I thought it was her, and they said it wasn't her, it was someone else, and they said it was a prequel. Yes, I didn't even know it was a prequel. I haven't even kept up with Rogue One news and updates. And it's not because I think it sucks or I think it's boring, even though it is kind of wild that that's all that I remember from just a few weeks ago from seeing the trailer. But the thing is, though, it just should prove a point that I just do not have any interest in the new Star Wars. If it's old Expanded Universe, man, I talked for like 6 hours driving back from Gen Con about Star Wars. We may have even talked longer than that. I don't know. But I know we talked for several hours about the EU, so I can talk about the EU all day. But the new Disney stuff, I just don't have any interest, okay? And so you're asking me, Matt, comment about it. What do you think about it? Well, I think that I already forgot what it was about. I mean, that's just me. I don't have a care about that. So like I said, not to say it's bad or anything, it's just I don't remember it. So sorry. I know you wanted more, you know, maybe attack on it, but I just don't have it for you. Now, giving you updates on the channel, I do have stuff for that. Folks, for the Matt's Board Game Review, I'm going to be reviewing a game from the 60s. I am super excited to show it to you. We're also going to go dig through the Clone Wars. And I'm going to be honest, folks, I thought it would be more of a headache than it is. I've actually enjoyed going through the Clone Wars era. A lot of you know it's my least favorite Star Wars era out of all of them. It's my least favorite, probably. Well, Dawn of the Jedi, but that wasn't really explored that much. But Clone Wars is such a clustered mess, and I was like, ugh. But as I'm digging through it and kind of filing it through, I'm seeing it's not so bad, and there are actually way more better stories. I knew there were good stories in there. I knew the comic books were fantastic. But looking at some of the other stuff, I'm like going, oh, you know what? There wasn't as much bad stuff here. It's just that there was just too much of it. And I think that's what I disliked most about that era, is they just crammed too much into that era. It's like the Rebellion era, too. There's a lot crammed in the Rebellion era, and more of a headache, but I know there's good stories there, and I'm finding the same is true for the Clone Wars, so that's a good takeaway for me. As for my board game collection, it's probably complete. For the first time ever, I'm not looking for new board games. I think I know what's coming out. Only one game interests me, and it won't be out probably till next year. So I can wait on that. There's no expansions for me. I can sit back and finally, maybe once I stop traveling, enjoy all the board games I've gotten over the past few months. And I need to rearrange it a lot looking at the shelf right now. But once I do, maybe do a little, run through it. That won't be for another month or so. But anyway, so I'm pretty happy with what I got, and I'm happy to do a bunch of reviews. So anyway, folks, that is it for today. That's your weekly rundown. I'll see you later.